see you back on your feet.
Good to see you back in any position. How was your meeting with Hank?
Hey.
What's that smell?
What smell?
It's coming from you.
Aftershave, gotta be.
Not unless you're keeping it in the humidor.
Huh?
I smell cigar smoke.
Oh, it's gotta be the incense I burn at work, honey.
I don't even believe you. It took us days to make a little order out of the chaos of your body.
I haven't heard any complaints.
We are back to square one.
All right, I'm going over that Soto press release with Hank. Mel Hayes shows up. They've got cigars. They're puffing away like downtown Pittsburgh. Now, what am I supposed to do?
You could say no.
Hey, I'm human, honey. Sorry.
You can fix this,
What are you doing now? What? No! God, no.
Yes. You need 4 capsules of astragalus. You need some vitamin E antioxidant. And
I have a newt, told the frog.
And then, of course, there's always the age-old Korean or American ginseng. Do you feel like yin or yang?
I feel like sitting down.
Now, sit.
What good is it to live longer if you're going to be miserable the whole time?
Oh, your body is a temple.
Whoever has fun in a temple?
Yeah, well, I suppose it could have been worse. You could have had coffee.
Where's Rachel?
She's out on a date.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the lucky guy?
Musician that she met at the club.
Ah, what's he like?
My first impression was he was very nice and very tall, especially when seen from the floor.
My first impression of your mother was that she's a very, very nice woman who's also very short. And then I realized she was kneeling. I tell you, if you had come down a second later, I would have been gone. I was that sure I was in the wrong place.
That's okay. I've been feeling that way myself lately. But as you've noticed, things can get pretty loco at Casa Buchanan.
Yeah. But I was cool. See, in the music business, I'm used to talking with people while they're on the floor. I mean, how bad could your mother be with a daughter like you?
Oh, well, I get along with my mom okay. Bo, too. But I am definitely ready to move out.
Now, there aren't too many people in this town with the resources to pull off a land grab like that. I happen to be in pretty good with one of them.
Not Asa Buchanan, by any chance?
It is Asa Buchanan.
And Asa has got plans for this neighborhood. The foreclosures are just a part of it. Now, the question is, how do we get in his way?
No, that's your question. My question is, why is this any of your business?
This was just business. Drew just made me a proposal, a very bold proposal.
I see. So, following in your grandfather's footsteps, huh?
He certainly is.
I hope so. Well, I guess there's nothing else to discuss. My offer's on the table. I'll call you in the morning.
I'm sure you will. I had no idea you had so much talent in this area. Believe me, I won't make that mistake again.
Well, thanks. That's a pretty big compliment coming from you. Goodbye.
Yeah, be seeing you. Is it safe to breathe yet? I thought you liked the kid.
I did. And I was wrong. And now I'm suddenly terribly afraid for Kelly. I remember when you first met Drew. You said he's the last person you'd want to see opposite you at a poker table.
Yeah. And when I came in the room just now, he looked like a man holding all the aces.
You had him pegged, dead on. How did you know?
Covering the war in Vietnam. Every day began with a press briefing from the military. Inside 6 months, I was an expert in the body language of lying. And I'm sorry that I was right about Drew. What kind of business proposal did he make to you?
Something so dishonorable, I can't bear to repeat it.
Did it involve Kelly?
Yes, I'm very alarmed at her friendship with him now that I know the kind of person he is.
Because you think he'll hurt her?
Yes. Yes, I do. And to think that I was the one who urged Drew to console Kelly in Joe's absence.
Well, what made you think that Drew was a good choice for Kelly in the first place, and what did you know about him?
Not any more than anybody else in this town knew about him. That he'd been raised by his mother and that he seemed like a perfectly pleasant young man.
If he blew a fastball past you, it's not his first time in the show. A rookie doesn't scam with that kind of confidence.
Are you saying you think he has a past?
Well, we all have a past. It's just some are a lot more interesting than others.
I wonder how we would find out about Drew's past.
Are you asking me in my capacity as an investigative reporter?
You bet.
Drink?
Thank you.
Well, we start by contacting friends and family, drinking buddies, and, the pharmacist, and the kindly kindergarten teacher. You know, it's called reporting.
What about the police? Running a credit check?
That's invasion of privacy. Just keep it simple. A phone book and a friendly voice. Did I just volunteer for something?
Yes, please.
You want me to investigate Drew Buchanan?
Well, there's not much that I could do. His mother knows me too well.
Well, I don't know how Vicky would feel about me taking time off from work to prowl around in the past of her ex-husband's nephew.
Who said anything about taking time off? You said that you could write about anything you wanted to. In one way or another, Drew is connected with half the people in this town. I'm sure there's a story there somewhere. Besides, you'd be helping me. More importantly, you'd be helping Kelly.
It is a very nice neighborhood, but the parking around there is lousy. With the hours that we keep, do you really want to spend an extra 30 minutes every evening putting the car to bed?
Good point.
I need a beer. Want one?
Yeah, make it two.
Cal, how about you? Can I get you something? No, we'll take that as a no.
Kate! What's the matter?
Nothing. Just everything.
Oh, is that all? I guess things are a little awkward having Kevin and me here, huh?
Just a little.
Well, we'll find our own apartment really soon, and that'll be a big improvement.
That'd be a big mistake.
Kelly. I've seen Andrew, okay? He's trying to be brave, but he's sad. Sweetheart, we're both sad. All right, not because of the breakup of the marriage, but because of the marriage itself. And now we both have a chance at some happiness. Andrew and me.
What about River? Is he happy now?
Cassie, look, you are too good to do this.
All right, and Andrew and River, they don't deserve this.
And what about Cassie? Does she deserve to be unhappy? Do I?
Kevin, you know how I feel about you. And you know how I love you to bits. That's why this is so hard to watch.
Kelly, you know, it would have been a mistake for Andrew and me to stay married.
Yes, we did love each other, in a way.
But that's not always good enough for a good marriage. And sometimes it hurts to undo a mistake, but is that really worse than living the rest of your life with that mistake? Look at what you're doing to Andrew.
Kelly, nobody is doing this to anybody, okay? We are doing this for ourselves.
Exactly. Doing it for yourself. What else is new?
Drew, I owe you an apology. See, somehow you've gotten the impression that I care what you think. I don't.
Well, if you didn't care, I wouldn't get to you.
You don't. What gets to me is a lecture on ethics from the guy who deliberately broke up my brother and his girlfriend.
Okay, Kevin,
the same guy who right now is trying his best to break up my grandfather from the rest of the family.
Yeah, well, we all know how you hate the breakup families.
Excuse me, Drew. But you don't know anything about my marriage to Andrew, nor do you know anything about Kevin and me. So that's unfair.
Fair. Drew really would not know about fair. You see, he showed up out of nowhere, playing the poor orphan child, and the Buchanans opened up their doors to him. And now this is how he's paying us back. Egging on my grandfather on every crazy scheme that the old guy could come up with. And now he's playing errand boy, just to make sure it all gets done.
Listen to you. Listen to the way you talk about Grandpa behind his back. You got a problem with my loyalty? I would never betray Grandpa. And you know why? Because he's the only one of you that treat me like a human being. The rest of you treat me like the family dog. You didn't open doors for me. You had me sit by the door and fed me scraps from the table. Well, guess what, big boy? This is one dog that's not going to roll over and play dead.
Okay! Enough. I can't even hear myself be miserable anymore. This all started because Cassie told me that she and Kevin want an apartment, okay? Well, you know what? You may have this one.
Well, what are you talking about?
I'm moving in with Dorian as of immediately. Kelly, no. You want to come with me? You can, at least for tonight. And the two of you may have the love shack.
Wait a minute. Shouldn't we discuss this?
Do you want to stay with them here tonight alone?
I'll get the bags.
I'll call Dorian.
I mean, if you really think Drew is a threat to Kelly, this may not be the most direct way to handle it.
It's as direct as I dare to be. I mean, Kelly might not understand. She'd think I was prying, and if I don't look after her, who will?
Well, I am interested in the kid. The tangled web of Landview relationships has become something of a hobby. So, in the name of all hobbyists everywhere, I take the gig.
There wouldn't be another more personal reason, would there?
Are you suggesting that I'm taking this on to impress you?
You've already made a very big impression, but yes, the thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, you're right. I also think it'll make a decent story. My only problem is, what'll you do when I'm gone? What'll you do with all that time?
I'll lock the bedroom door and catch up on my sleep.
That's what that room is for?
Oh. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hi, it's me.
Hi, Kelly. Are you all right?
No, I'm not all right. All of a sudden, it's World War III at the carriage house, and I can't take it anymore. May I stay with you for a few nights?
Well, yes, darling. Of course you can.
Thank you. And Drew, too?
Is that absolutely necessary?
Yes, Aunt Dorian, it's super necessary. We can't stay here anymore. Look, you know what a great guy is. He's no trouble at all.
All right, just for a night.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Goodbye.
What?
Listen, I don't know quite how this happened, but it seems as though I just invited Kelly and Drew to spend the night.
Here?
Yes. Yeah. But at least I can take some satisfaction that the little snake will hate it as much as I will.
Oh, great.
It's taken me a long time to get comfortable with my parents. I know they love me.
Yeah, but that doesn't make them any easier to get along with.
Yeah. Both my mom and my dad are real type A overachievers. They have two speeds, full stop and full speed ahead. Take my mom, for instance. She's on a fitness kick, but you'd think she'd start with something simple like walking to work or skipping dessert. Now she has to turn the house into a house club or a boot camp. And my daddy's the same. I mean, they have such high expectations of themselves, you know? So they have high expectations for me. Sometimes too high, as it turns out.
Well, it's better than too low.
What does that mean?
Yeah, well, when I first got into music, my parents thought it was just some kind of phase. You know, they always thought sooner or later I'd get a job like my brother Malcolm in the Parks Department. But it wasn't until I got into Juilliard that they realized I was serious. And then they really started to worry.
Well, it sounds like you were all right with being different from your parents.
Yeah.
It's taken me the longest time to figure that one out.
Well, have they figured it out yet?
Oh, they will, eventually. My Uncle R.J., he was the one who always accepted me the way I am. Mm. When I decided that I wanted to change careers to the music business, well, my mom and dad, they had a cow. A herd of cows. But my Uncle R.J., he was, you know, all he said was cool. He's as easygoing as my folks are hard driving. What?
Easygoing?
Yeah.
We're talking about R.J.
Yeah.
No, that's not what they say on the streets.
Really? What do they say on the streets?
Well, word is that R.J. looks out for his own. But then again, who wouldn't want to look out for you?
Well, my daddy has another story about that. He doesn't want to give my Uncle R.J. that job. He's afraid my uncle is going to take away his little girl.
Well, he should know by now that nobody can take you where you don't want to go. Right?
You think you know me already, don't you?
I do. But, you know, I'd like to meet your father.
Oh. Well, I'm having breakfast with him tomorrow. I can give him a call and tell him that, there'll be 3 of us.
Great.
Okay, well, I better rest up for this big meeting. Take me home?
When Asa makes his move on the waterfront, this neighborhood is going to need all the friends it can get.
And you figure you're that friend?
I want the same thing that you want, to bring Asa down, but I have resources you don't have. So when the dust clears, believe me, I will be a much better friend to this neighborhood than Asa would ever want to be.
And what kind of a friend is that?
A friend who will help build Angel Square up and not tear it down.
Oh, now it comes out.
What?
What this is all about. Sure, you don't want Asa Buchanan to make a killing in Angel Square because you want to make a killing in Angel Square.
With one big difference. Ask anyone in Landview. All of my businesses, Serenity Springs, Roadies, they've all created jobs. They've helped vitalize their neighborhoods, and I can make that happen here. Sure, I'm going to make a profit. But the profit stays here, and Angel Square shares in it.
So what do you want? Some kind of alliance?
Why not? I mean, if the Arrows and Prides can get together, why can't you and I?
This isn't the same. See, the Arrows and Prides were our people. If we join up with you, I'd have to wonder if we'd just be trading one kind of exploitation for another.
You may not have a choice.
Oh, no, see, that's where you're wrong. I do have a choice. That's what I learned during my murder trial when a lot of people tried to take my choices away forever. They thought they knew who I was and what I could do. They were wrong. Now maybe it's Asa Buchanan's turn.
I hope you're right. Mostly I just want to keep Asa Buchanan out of Angel Square.
And if you just happen to make a little money along the way?
I will enjoy every penny of it. Either way, you're going to be better off with me than Asa, and you know it, no matter what our differences have been in the past.
I'll think about it.
Right now, that's all we can do, because we don't even know what we're up against or who.
Oh, no. You see, I know who my enemies are. Now I just got to figure out who's my friend.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
So what do you think?
I don't know. I listened to him very carefully. You know, I trusted his sister the minute I saw her face, but him, I'm not sure.
He looked me right in the face and told me he was in it for the money.
And you don't like that?
If he had pretended he wasn't, I would have walked away. That's more truth than we ever got out of Asa Buchanan.
Well, that was pretty awful.
Are you kidding? That was as good as a bear hug from Antonio Vega. Boy, I feel that pre-deal buzz. How about a round of flan de centre right now? What do you say?
I'm not up for flan, okay?
You know, suddenly it seems that you're not up for much of anything. Is there something on your mind?
No, nothing in particular. That would be the problem. Look, I'm really happy that you want to do something for the neighborhood. I'm even happier that you want to include Ian, but where does that leave me? I mean, what great scheme do I have up my sleeve? You know, I hate to say this, but when Asa called my bluff and offered me that job, I wanted to call his bluff and take it.
Maggie, that wouldn't have been a real job. So what do you want to do?
Oh, that's the question I ask myself every 6 months.
Well, how about what you're trained to do? How about what you do so well, teaching deaf kids? I mean, that combines your two greatest strengths, stubbornness and altruism.
Yeah, is that why I got into deaf education and altruism? Or was it just another way to show up my father?
How so?
My father turned his back on a deaf kid. I went out and embraced them all.
Maggie, you're good at it. Who needs a reason?
I do. I need a reason. All my life, I have measured what I've done against the longitude and latitude of my father's disapproval. Now that he's gone, I don't know where I stand.
Well, maybe you should feel liberated in an odd sort of way.
Well, I do. In an odd sort of way, but I still don't know what to do with it. Look, all I'm trying to say, if all I've ever been is what my father wasn't, then who am I?
The woman I love.
Nope. Nope. No. Cute. Not for me. Ooh, yuck. Ugh.
Wow, I thought I had an exciting evening. Hospital paper, back to the hospital. Now, of course, I can see that Angst Central is right here at home. What's the problem, sweetie?
Oh, my prom dress.
I thought you didn't have a prom dress.
That's the problem. You see, I'm convinced there's only 2 dresses in the world. Either that one that's just horrible, or the one that's cute, but on somebody else.
Well, I may be a little bit biased, but I feel that your date is going to be less impressed by the dress and more impressed by the girl that's in it.
I'm not trying to impress the guy. It's the girls I have to worry about.
I forgot. It's been a while.
You know, maybe I'll just go in what I have on now. I'll start a new trend. The come as you are prom.
That's not the worst idea in the world.
Please.
Well, what do you have in mind, exactly?
I don't know. You see, the trick is to have your own style, but kind of look like everybody else.
Yeah, I can see where that would be a little bit tricky. All right, no need to panic. There's plenty of time. Here's the plan. Logan's noon tomorrow. Be there. There's really only one way out of your problem.
Which is?
Extreme shopping.
I want my bird back.
I may never forgive you for this.
We smell good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is good. Oh, this is great.
I found this in the mountain of stuff that you brought from the health food store. It's sort of a coffee substitute. It's made out of something called guarana.
Oh, you said that very well.
Well, I practiced in front of the mirror. I don't know if it'll ever replace the real thing, though. What do you think?
It's got my body fooled. My headaches disappeared. My nerves are calm. My spirits are lifted. I'm not going to even murder you over the cigar.
Ooh, let me heat that up for you.
Ooh.
No, it can't replace the real thing. I mean, who ever heard of a song called I Love Guarana? I love tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Guarana and me and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Take it, honey.
Yeah. I love Guarana. I love tea.
Hey.
I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Hey.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
You're back. Track. Did you have a good evening?
I see you've recovered nicely.
Oh, yeah. Are you all right? Never felt better.
Hi, I'm Bo Buchanan.
That's right. Good to meet you, sir.
Let me guess. Football.
That's right. Quarterback, high school.
That's great. Come on in. Join us.
Oh, yeah. Have a cup of Guarana.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I thought I'd stay up and practice a little bit.
Do you always practice this late?
Well, if I don't get around to it earlier. See, I have this motto. Come what may, an hour a day. So.
Is the sky not the greatest?
Yeah. Some other time then, okay?
Most definitely.
Okay. Anyway, I'll walk you out. See you in a bit.
Take care.
Okay.
I
Thanks. I had a lot of fun tonight.
I did too.
I know my mom and Bo seem a little different.
No, I like them. They're great people. I'm glad I met them.
I'm glad you met them too. So tomorrow, breakfast, I'll give my dad a call.
Yeah, that'd be great. Looking forward to meeting him.
Yeah, okay. Well, good night.
Hey, Rachel. How about a smile before I leave? If only I could get my music to smile like that.
All right. What's got into you two?
We're chipper. What's wrong with chipper?
Nothing. Of course, I haven't seen people this chipper except in my professional capacity. But since you're both so happy, I think it's a good time to break the news.
What news?
I found a roommate.
Oh. Honey, I mean, I know this house is big, but I don't think we really want a stranger walking around.
Honey.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what she means.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm moving out.
So, you want to move out?
Yes. I've been thinking about doing that for a while, actually.
When?
Well, as soon as the new digs are ready, which is soon.
Oh. Okay.
I love you both. And I loved being here.
Oh, we loved having you here.
This place has given me the stability that I needed in my life. But I'm getting myself together. You know, I got a new job, got a sense of purpose. I think I can handle being on my own again. You know, I mean, get my own place, and I need to be a grown-up. Come on, you guys need a place of your own, too. This is a nice place.
I agree with everything you say.
What? No questions from the defense for the witness?
Oh, not at this time, Your Honor. However, I do reserve the right to recall the witness for Christmas and Passover and Mother's Day and Thanksgiving.
Well, good. Because it's not like I'm jumping into the Peace Corps or anything. I mean, I'm just going to be on the other side of town. And I won't be alone. I have a roommate.
Oh, who?
Thea Delgado.
Thea. She's a very nice, very responsible lady.
I like it. All of it.
Well, good, because, look, I'm going to invite you both over as soon as the place is all set up, okay, for the housewarming. And, look, we're probably going to see more of each other now than we ever did.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we have the phone and, dinner at Carlotta's.
Oh.
Thanks.
Ah, for what?
for making this so easy.
Oh, anytime.
Love you.
Love you. Of all the roommates in Landview, do you think that she chose Taya just to bug me?
No, I think she chose Taya because she likes Taya.
And you're okay with this? She just strolls right on in here and says, bye, see ya, I'm moving out.
Honey, sometimes you gotta wake up and smell the guarana.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, this was coming, okay?
I know, I just hate it.
Well, she's gotta leave the nest.
Last time she did that, she hit the ground.
And she's gotta get up and try again.
Well, you didn't hear me say no, did you?
Not in words. No, I didn't.
I can't help it. I miss her already.
Hi, I'll go get it.
Your bird is in serious need of professional help.
Guess it runs in the family.
He loves to play dead, which, of course, we only found out after we thought it was the real thing.
Oh, he does that to get attention. Looks like it worked.
You might have warned us.
I guess it slipped my mind. But he's angry when he gets ignored, you see, and he's in touch with his emotions. I mean, he doesn't want to keep all of that anger bottled up, because where have I heard that before?
I do not need to be on this end of my own advice.
Hey, look, you just have to accept the bird for who the bird is and then move on, Vicky.
You're asking for it.
Yeah, I am. Come on.
You really are.
Let's go.
Here he is.
Hey, one step ahead of the taxidermist, huh? Guess you weren't too much trouble. I mean, outside of the practical jokes.
No, he was a perfect gentleman.
Well, I guess he likes you.
Is that good or bad?
No, I haven't figured that out yet. Right from the airport, right? I go straight to the hospital, put on my Mars suit, and I held Star until she fell asleep. She seems a lot better.
She is, Ty. It's a miracle.
Yeah. And I called Blair, too. Go visit her in her hospital tomorrow, I think. She seems better, too.
So, how did your trip go?
What?
Meaning?
Meaning I'm not going to discuss my whatever you want to call it with the competition. You're going to have to get a subscription just like everybody else. This jet lag is killing me. And after the hospital, I had a bottle of cheap wine. Can you get the birds' stuff, and I'll get them back to the bachelor pad?
My pleasure. It will be my delight to go and get the paraphernalia.
I'm sorry I had to leave you with the relatives for a few days. But as days go, mine were really productive.
What you and I have has got to be more than a rebellion against your father.
No, I have to admit, I did that all by myself.
And what you did for my son, you made me understand who he is and to love him for it. Now, that was not a rebellion against your father. It was a rebellion against Frankie's father.
We didn't exactly meet cute, did we?
No. But we did meet. And my life and Frankie's life and the lives of all the children you teach in Landview have been changed. And I don't see your father in any part of that.
Sometimes it's easier to solve other people's problems than it is your own. Just ask Andrew.
Andrew does not have someone in his life. You do.
I know I do, Max. And with all the crazy things that have been going on the past few months, all the things that I thought were true that weren't, you were the one thing that I knew I could count on.
Well, then build on that to figure out what it is you want. Use me. Take me for granted. Let me be the shoulder you lean on. Let me be your wailing wall, your father confessor, your port in the storm for what it's worth.
Why do you say it like that?
That's not a part I play often. Usually I'm the one looking for the port. But for you, I'll make the effort. Because for you, it'll be no effort at all.
With just a little effort, I will get through this.
Why don't you just give yourself a break?
and pack Drew and Kelly off to a hotel.
No, Mel, I can't do that. You know, Kelly will figure out that something's going on, and she can't know. Not until I've extricated her from Drew.
I can think of a real good excuse for privacy.
This is a mansion. Even we can't run out of rooms.
Dorian.
Kelly,
Thank you so much again.
it's perfectly all right. You're always welcome here.
Oh, you know, I tell you what, you could have cut the tension with a knife at the carriage house.
Yeah. If we'd have stayed any longer, somebody would have tried.
Oh, that would have been a shame.
Well, welcome to Camp Kramer. I just sure hope somebody knows all the verses to Kumbaya. It's unbelievable.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and take your stuff upstairs.
I haven't told Kelly a thing.
Oh, really? You haven't told her that you're a blackmailer? My, what a surprise.
The important thing here is that I don't want Kelly to get hurt. Or you either, for that matter.
Then how could you possibly hurt me, little man?
Look, you'll get past this. And when you do, you'll see that the sale of the warehouse was in everybody's interest. It's a shame you're making this so difficult.
Difficult? We're only going to begin to learn the meaning of the word.
Must have been hard for you to be here, huh? This place just isn't for guys like us. It's like a lifetime sentence at a dinner party. Things were great in Ireland, just great. Oh. Had to spend a little bit of seed money, though. Had to dip into my nest egg. But it was worth every Irish pound. Keneally told me everything I need to know about that peacock Patrick. Enough to turn him into a clay pigeon.